Hey, how's it going, guys? Today we're taking a look at Yasuo skins. This is crazy. No one's ever done this before. Actually, I don't think I see a lot of videos like this out there, where it's like an actual tier list of like skins in a game. But Yasuo has so many. He's my favorite character, and so on. And I'm also looking to do a tier list on my main channel, and so I want to do one on here before I do, the big boy tier list, basically. Just to get back into it a bit. So, yeah, it'll be judged on how good they feel to play as well as visuals. Um, so those will both play a role. If something doesn't feel too great to play, but it's really good visually, then it'll get some extra points. So let's start with Battle Boss. I think this one has a really bad reputation, but I also think it looks really great. Like, it looks really juicy. All the sound effects are awesome to listen to throughout the game. Yeah, it's really great visually. It's just it feels a little clunky to use, and like the Q looks a little too saucy, to be honest. Like, it's got a little bit too much going on. It's not like really crisp and clear like some of the other skins. Like a lot of the other skins that are considered really good have really clean cues, and you could really get to like thread the needle better with those cues. This one's a little too juicy and saucy. Yeah, I would say it's like a meh. It's like a meh for me, but it does look awesome. And that card art is so good. It has some good chromos too. Blood Moon, super clean skin, like to play with. It feels a little sluggish sometimes, but on the whole, I would say it's pretty good. It's just visually, other than like the recall, visually it's kind of lame. It's kind of just red Yasuo. Like, the card art's crazy. That's probably the coolest card art in the game, other than a few of the other skins here. But yeah, it's really good. Visuals here and there, again, like the recall and stuff. But yeah, I would say it's also like a meh. It is super clean to use. It's just not very interesting visually. Unlike this, I would say Dream Dragon is like this is our first great. I would say it's as clean. These skins feel as clean as Blood Moon, but not nearly as visually boring. It's a visually very interesting skin to me. Love the ease, especially. He's just flying around as a purple dragon guy. It's pretty sick. And the cues are visually appealing without feeling too muddy like the battle boss. High Noon was a favorite for a very long time because of the Q. The Q is just so clean and sharp, and it's got cool sound effects as well. Um, I would say this skin's good. I would say it's like it's got a few more interesting visuals and sound effects that Blood Moon lacks, but it's every bit as clean and just never feels sluggish. And it's got some cool chromos. Ink Slayer, or is it Ink Shadow? I keep on saying Ink Slayer. Ink Shadow is the standard Ink Shadow. I would say is like I don't know. I would think it's like a meh. It's muddy like Battle Boss. I don't love the sound effects very much. It's got pretty clean E animation, but yeah, overall I would say it's like a meh. Nightbringer is tough. Nightbringer is like a fan favorite. It's so cool. Like, it is such a cool skin. But the Q isn't super clean. But the auto attacks are really clean. You get really, it's like Steel Samurai Susanoo and Smite. Because of the auto attack animation, you get really clean auto attack cancels. It's just like, I don't know, it's the nature of the beast, I guess. Just like an orange arcing thing flying around. It makes it really easy to understand when basic attacks come out. So, um, yeah, really fun voice lines as well. Really fun animations. Yeah, I would say that's a great skin. Although the visual fidelity, well, like, yeah, the like the mechanics don't feel as good though as like Dream Dragon. We'll leave it in great. Okay, we'll just leave it in great. Well, actually, the spin Q is a little too extra. It should be a little smaller, I think, in my opinion. It's got a few too many particles. Yeah, I would put it down to good. Odyssey, Yasuo, not a lot of people like this one. I think the Q is clean, but yeah, everything else is a little boring. The NATO is weird. Yeah, I would say that's like our first bad one. It's not oh nah because it's got some pretty fun chromos, decent sound effects. It's just doesn't bring anything to the table. Like, it's not as cool visually as Battle Boss. It's not as clean as Blood Moon. Sound effects aren't as good as Ink Shadow, even though I said I didn't like Ink Shadow's sound effects, whatever. Default Yas, I would say Default Yas is the cleanest. People for the longest time would swear that High Noon's the cleanest. I disagree. I always thought that Default Yas was the cleanest mechanics. To me, he still feels like he has the sharpest Q. His E animation is solid. His auto attack animations are really good as well for auto attack canceling. I mean, yeah, I think it's just a really, really good skin all around, and it has decent visuals. I think Yas's actual design is a little underrated. He looks pretty sweet, honestly. When you take in the whole picture with the hair, with the idle animations, with the sword, and so on, it's pretty cool. He's pretty cool looking. I gotta admit, I don't have Ink Shadow Prestige, but from what I see, it is a bit muddy, but it's a bit sharper than the regular Ink Shadow. I am working towards it though. I will have it soon. I think I have like 1,500 points. Only need 500 more. So soon it shall be mine, and I will, I won't update the comments because I'm gonna forget that I made this video like a week after I made it. But anyways, it looks pretty solid to me. It looks really solid, and it's cleaner than the standard Ink Shadow, not Ink Slayer. Why would you slay ink? Whatever. Oh man, I forgot the name of this. It's the Prestige one. Uh-oh. Be right back. Oh, whoops, I forgot to put the music back on. Hold on. Oh no, I'm doing this in real time. I need to punish myself. Okay, now the video is terrible because of that pause. Okay, True Damage. That was the name of their little music group thing. I'm glad they've stopped doing the music group stuff. By the way, I hope that never comes back. That was an interesting time in League career. Now I'm gonna be honest, guys. I really don't like these skins. Prestige is better than the regular True Damage, but that should tell you where I think the other one goes. Basically, True Damage, it's got really just sloppy looking cues. The E animation isn't very clean. I know it's supposed to look like it's like sound waves, right? It's supposed to look like sound waves. I just don't. I don't vibe with it. I really don't. The golden jacket's really cool, and his auto attack animations aren't bad. But yeah, this is definitely my least favorite so far. Not as bad as Project Yas. Project Yas has the best dance animation in the game. That little tune he plays is awesome. But other than that, yeah, it's just it is actually pretty clean, but visually it's completely uninteresting. Good splash art, but yeah, there's like no reason to use the skin. The Q, it feels like it has a weird delay on it. The E is a really uninteresting animation. Yeah. And Sea Dog, very similar to like Odyssey, where it's like visually not too much going on here. It feels sharp enough, but it does feel a little sluggish. E animation isn't anything to write home about. Ult animation, nothing to write home about. So yeah, it's just like nah. You just wouldn't. I can't really see myself using this. I can see myself using it over Project, but yeah. Oh, and Project has really bad sound effects. They're like nasty sounding, really unpleasant to hear sound effects. Opposite of Battle Boss, basically. Battle Boss has the sound effects I wish Project did. Spirit Blossom Yas has some of the best chromas in the game, one of the best looks in the game. Like aesthetically, he's just a vibe aesthetically. I know he doesn't look too special or anything, but to me, yeah, I would say that's a pretty excellent skin. Really good recall animation as well. Decent auto attacks, not the best auto attacks of any Yas skin, but yeah, the Qs look really good too. The E is really clean. Clean and satisfying to look at. Good sound effects. Yeah, it's just a super clean Yas skin, I think. But you know, I don't think that puts it in great, to be honest. Yeah, let me put Nightbringer up in great. I'll put Spirit Blossom in good. And then yeah, True Damage, for all the reasons that I didn't like True Damage Prestige, except regular True Damage, just the aesthetics are even less interesting to look at to me. So yeah, basically copy and paste everything I said. Truth Dragon's tough. I think Truth Dragon, I definitely like Dream more. I like Dream Dragon more, but I feel like I gotta put Truth Dragon up here as well. Yeah, I would say, okay, wait, let me give myself a sec to digest this. Yeah, I would say I like this. Honestly, Spirit Blossom has my favorite pure aesthetic, especially with the pink-haired chroma. I think that's just like such a vibe. But yeah, you know, the feeling and the mechanics on the Truth and Dream Dragon skins are definitely the best. And then the best looking visuals, instead of just like, I like Spirit Blossom because of the vibe, but the actual visual fidelity of the visual effects and the sound effects and things like that, Nightbringer has the best by far, and makes up for its sort of muddy EQ spin animation. So yeah, I like this list. I would say I like this. You know, like a few of them fall out of favor. Like if you would have asked me a few years ago, yeah, High Noon definitely would be like the cleanest. High Noon and Blood Moon would be like the cleanest. Um, and then yeah, Projects would still be on the bottom probably. But yeah, I like this list. What would you guys tier these at? What would you guys? Do you guys hate me? Are you guys poop emojing me right now? I'm poop emojing me right now. Link to the tier list is in the description down below. Thanks for watching.